Dear student, today I am going to teach about angular velocity related to angular motion. As we have seen in the linear motion, S is the displacement. Here displacement in angular is theta. If we come to your displacement, so what is theta? What is the displacement? In linear, when we changes the place, changes the point with respect to time in certain frame, then we say displacement takes place. If we take direction, then it will be displacement, and if we do not consider about the direction, then it will be distance. Here, when a body moves on a circular path, it makes a certain angle at the center of the circular path, and this angular displacement is the theta, denoted by theta. And this, if the rate of this angular displacement is taken, then it will be angular velocity denoted by omega. Omega, not w. Then omega is equal to d theta by dt. This is the rate of change in angular displacement. As we have already seen, omega is equal to d theta by dt here. But theta is s by r. S is the linear displacement and r be the radius of the circular path. If anybody moves on the circular path, here if it is center and this is the radius, in the interval of time t, the path described on the circular circumference is s, then, and these two location a and b, suppose here angle sustained at the center O is theta, then we have theta is equal to s by r. Now at the place of theta we put here s by r, and then it becomes r is constant as the path radius is constant. Therefore, it comes out, and differentiation of displacement with respect to time, yani the rate of displacement, linear displacement, is the velocity. So here ds by dt, v is equal to ds by dt. Hence, we have relation omega is equal to v by r. This is the relation, and this is the pool, this is the bridge. We go angular to linear velocity and linear velocity to angular velocity. Now we compare linear velocity and angular velocity. Displacement here s, angular velocity in it is theta, velocity ds by dt, and angular velocity d theta by dt, angular acceleration dv by dt, and linear acceleration you have d omega by dt. Now we want to see the relation of linear acceleration and linear velocity. Linear velocity we have already seen. Now alpha denotes the angular acceleration. The angular acceleration will be d omega by dt. Hence, at the place of omega, we put here v by r. Here, omega is equal to v by r. Then it becomes again r is constant, comes out, differentiation of velocity with respect to time, so dv by dt it will be a, then alpha is equal to a by r. Now we see the linear motion, different type of equation of motion. B is equal to u plus at. B is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, t is the time. Here, in the case of angular, omega is the final angular velocity, omega naught is the initial velocity, alpha is the acceleration, t is the time taken. Similarly, we see also in linear the displacement s is equal to ut plus half ad square. In angular motion, the displacement is theta, so omega not 0 t at the place of ut, and half at square here, half alpha t square. Similarly, we see v square is equal to u square plus 2as at the place of final velocity. Here also angular final velocity omega square, here v square, here u square, here omega naught square, here 2 alpha as, here 2 alpha theta. Also we can show distance covered in nth interval of time, u plus half a 2n minus 1. This is the velocity covered in nth interval of time in linear case. Also in angular motion we can write at the place of Sn it is theta n, at the place of initial velocity it is omega naught plus half alpha and here 2n minus 1. This is the angle covered in nth interval of time. Thus we have seen the angular motion all about according to syllabus. Thank you.